Hello guys, welcome to NAC Fitness once again, and we are here with a coverage video of Mr. Olympia 2019. And today we're going to discuss the all-important prejudging round, which happened yesterday in Las Vegas, New Orleans arena. So without further ado, we'll just go in straight to the prejudging round, and we're going to compare each of the contestant competing in the men's open competition, and we're gonna compete their physiques in terms of the different poses which they hit. So starting from the first call out, where the first guy that was called out was William, and then it was Hadi, Dexter, Steve was there, and Brendon and Rolly Winkler. So if you look at all of these guys, they were pretty full. Obviously they are not near to a comparison with Full Heat and Brendon of the last year. So Dexter was messing around a bit, and I think Dexter and William, they were a little shorter in size, very smaller in size. So I think judges moved them towards the right so that they can compare each of them. Now if you look at this shot, so here's the first pose coming up, front double bicep. If we pause the video here, I think if you look at Hadi and Rolly Winkler, one-on-one, I think Hadi has, I think there's not too much in the pose, but I don't know what, but Hadi hits this pose more comfortably, and he looks more comfortable, and his quads are bigger, definitely, as you can see here. I think Rolly is not paying too much attention to his quads, how his quads are showing up in this pose. As compared to Hadi, you can see that he has properly flexed his quads here, and he knows that it's not only about the bicep and the chest and the shoulders in this pose, it's quite a lot about the quads as well. Okay, this is a wonderful comparison again. Brendon and William. We'll just pause it. If you have seen our previous video before the Mr. Olympia, we shared a couple of pictures of the Arnold Classics where Brendon and William, they were standing one-on-one with each other. You can definitely see that Brendon is bigger in size compared to William, and I think this time around I think size is gonna win in front of symmetry, because the symmetrical bodybuilders here are probably who are trying to be symmetric, that is Dexter and William. They're not as good as they should have been, so probably this time around winner would come from Brendon, Hadi and Rolly. That's my own assessment. Yeah, this guy is doing pretty well. Steve, I think yeah, if you look at this pose here, the side chest, I think Dexter's best pose is side chest here, because he's got good arms. He always had good arms, and he's got good chest, and I think he did pretty well. His quads development is definitely there. It's better than the previous years, but I would say that he was a bit too flat this time around. Okay, this is the pose, the lat spread pose. Oh, my bad. It's the back double bicep. Yeah, here. I think Hadi loses a bit. I think you look at this area in his lower back. You can see a lot of water here, which definitely the judges would have seen. He doesn't look clean in this area. Rolly is definitely better than Hadi, but yeah, because of his lats, they're attached a little on the upper side. This does not look that great either, but at the moment, at the same time, we can see that his conditioning is better. William is good, but I think Brendon, I think his best pose is the back double bicep. I think he nailed this one. Okay, we're gonna come with the lat spread. Yeah, lat spread, I think Hadi wins. Definitely, he's by far the widest when it comes to this pose. Just look at the craziness here, man. He's huge, and he's like Sean Ray was mentioned in the commentary as well, that Hadi, even though he's a smaller bodybuilder when it comes to frame than these guys, but he's still looking bigger because he has such wide lats. So after this pose, yeah, Brendon is looking good. Dexter is looking flat. Right, come to side chest again. Yeah, I think here Hadi looks more composed. I think it is something to do with Hani Rambot. I think he teaches posing very, very well. Full Heath used to pose excellent as well. Not the greatest of posers, but they hold their own, and I think Hadi's doing the same. Now we come to, yeah, there you go. Yeah, the midsection here gets highlighted a lot. Rolly, I think he's done well here. Brendon and William, they're not exposing their midsections too much here. Couldn't see Hadi. Okay, so here was some changing happening. Now they moved Dexter on the extreme left, basically swapped both bodybuilders here, and I think you can see Rolly, he's losing his breath a bit. Little shows that he is a little flat. He's holding some water. Okay, so the pose comes again. Yeah, that's the front double bicep again with Brendon and Hadi. Wow. So this pose you can see. Look at the midsection of Brendon and look at the midsection of Hadi. Brendon definitely struggles here. It's a pot belly, shouldn't be there. I think there needs to be improvements made by him come the final round. Otherwise, he's gonna lose to Hadi. And I think suddenly he realized this. If you can see it again, he's just winning. Yeah, here I think he realizes that okay, there is some problem going on, and he fixes it. Dexter, he's a good poser. Probably has issues with age and muscle size and all that, but he's a good poser, no doubt about it. Okay, so yeah, changes again. William moves there, and Hadi comes in between Rolly and Brendon. I think this is a hint coming from the judges. These three guys are what the judges are looking at. That's my assessment so far. I think William is out, definitely. Dexter is out, definitely. This guy is anyways out. Okay, we go to side chest once again. Yeah, that's a good shot for Dexter, no doubt about it. That's a good shot for Dexter. Look at his legs, look at his hamstring here. That's like at 50 years of age, if you can have like a hamstring like this. I'm pretty sure he worked very hard on it. He shared YouTube videos as well, and showing that he was really working hard on his hamstring. Okay, here comes the weaker part for Hadi Chupan. The back double bicep. I think that's where Brendon beats everyone. And here we go. There you go. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is I think the most important shot here. If you look at Rolly, I think he lacks muscle in the midsection of his back. I think Hadi lacks conditioning, and Brendon has both muscle and conditioning. I think he wins this shot. Definitely he does. Although Hadi's quads and Hadi's legs are bigger, probably, but I think this shot is mainly aimed at the conditioning in the mid back part, and I think where this is the part where Hadi struggles. And now we're seeing the lat spread again. And here comes the side chest and all that. Okay, we're gonna move forward a bit. Okay. As you can again see, that's the vacuum pose. That's the vacuum pose which Hadi is known for. He's hit that. I think he was better in Vancouver Pro. I think he would himself agree. Probably he did not anticipate him getting a US visa and be participating in Mr. Olympia, so he wasn't, in that great condition, but I think that's where he did pretty well. Alright, so I think this is pretty much it as far as the first call out is concerned. And now these guys would be moving. So yeah, this was our video. I think Hadi, with his physique, probably is going to do pretty well in this competition. And for Brendon and Rolly Winkler, I think things are not going to be that easy. competing with Hadi was never easy. So I just wanted to share this shot with you guys. This is how Brendon was like a few days back when he was competing for another title. And look at him. I think if he had brought this conditioning, I think he was a straightaway winner. But I don't think he has this conditioning right now, especially that midsection, as I've seen shown you in the videos as well. So I think final round is going to be great. I don't think the judges would have decided yet who's going to win. I think last time around it was Sean Roding winning, and Phil Heath really had to like climb up the ladder to beat him, but he couldn't do it. And now I think it's going to be Hadi, Rolly, and Brendon who are going to compete with one another, and going for the Mr. Olympia sandal and the biggest prize in bodybuilding history. Dexter, I think, is even though a lot of people anticipated that he might do pretty well, I don't think he's gonna create anything now out of this competition. So is William. I think the judges are gonna go for size and symmetry rather than symmetry alone, and I think that's where these two guys, William and Dexter, they're unfortunately out of it. Yeah, so that's it from our side, and we'll see you tomorrow with another video discussing the final round of Mr. Olympia. Thank you guys.